Hi folks, welcome back to Math with Captain Rod. We're going to take a look at how to simplify expressions with radical exponents here, and we're going to look at numbers 4, 16, and 26 in your textbook. These are on page 202. Alright, so let's talk about this animal here. So 16 to the minus 1/2. So exponents. I'll do a quick review about what these things mean. So the number that goes here is referring to like how many times, what power this is raised to. So for example, if this would have been like a minus 3/2, this number would mean 16 to the third power. The 2 here refers to what root. So this is now referring to the second root of 16, or the square root of 16. Plus or minus signs refer to like numerator and denominator here. This minus sign actually means that the 16, that this thing is in the bottom of the fraction. I'll kind of demonstrate what that means here in a minute. So another way to write this, let's see, I'm going to apply the minus sign first, would be 1 over 16 to the 1/2. All right, equals, now this means second power, or second root, or square root, and the square root of 16 is 4. So 16 to the minus 1/2 is equal to 1/4. Let's take a look at this animal. So this reads x to the 1/3. I'm going to double check that here. Yeah, x to the 1/3 over y to the minus 2 to the 6th power. Now, some important things to realize. When you raise a power to a power, you multiply the exponents. And another thing we need to realize is, right, this is in parentheses here, this 6th power here applies to both of these. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this 6th power first. So in our fraction here, in the top of it, when we take x to the 1/3 and raise that to the 6th power, that's going to give us x to the 6 over 3 power. Remember that when you raise a power to a power, you multiply your exponents. Because basically, you know what this means, not basically, exactly what this means is we have x to the 1/3 times 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 x to the 1/3. If I did that right, we have 6 of these x to the 1/3. That would give us x to the 6/3. In the bottom of our fraction, we have y to the minus 2, and again that's being raised to the 6th power, so that's going to equal y to the, and I'm just going to go ahead and do the multiplication, minus 12. All right, now we'll simplify this a little further. The x, when we take x to the 6 over 3, that simplifies to just x squared. Now the minus sign on this y to the 12th means it needs to go up here. Right? When you have a minus sign on anything that's in the numerator, it means that it ends up in the denominator. When you have a minus sign on something that's in the denominator, it puts it back up in the numerator. That's how I think about the plus and minus signs anyway. Or you can think of it like this. X squared over 1 over y to the 12th. And then remember the old saying about dividing by a fraction. That would be the same thing as x squared times y squared over 1. So there's our answer. All right, let's take a look at number 26 here. So x to the minus 2/3 raised to the 9th power. So again, we're raising a power to a power, so what we're going to do is multiply our exponents. So that's going to give us x to the minus 18/3, which is equal to x to the minus 6th, 18 over 3 being 6. All right, now the minus sign means this is equal to 1 over x to the 6th power. And that animal's done. There's really not much more to do to that. So making this video here to help demonstrate how to simplify expressions with radical exponents. I hope that that's been valuable for you. Have a great day.